Hello guys. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the Antwerp Major over and finally concluded, I want to take a look at firstly what coin we actually ended up with. For me, it was the gold coin, sadly the very first gold coin in a time. Leave down in the comments what coin you guys ended up with for this major, since it was actually a pretty hard pickup. I came short with picking Navi instead of FaZe Clan. Win some and you lose some. But most importantly in today's video, we're going to be talking about when the Champions autograph capsule is going to come, when to expect a 75% off sale, what things will go up and down. But firstly, before we do so, here's a quick word from our video sponsor, Skins Monkey.
Hi you, yes you. Would you like to get $5 for free for your first trade? Just use skinsmonkey.com and get your extra skins. See description below to enjoy the special promotion and receive 5% cashback for trading your CSGO skins.
So the most important thing and the biggest talking point amongst the community right now is the Champions autographs. When are those going to be added to the game? And well, the best news we can really get from this is it's going to be most likely just a couple days or even just a day. If we look back at Stockholm 2021, the Stockholm Grand Final actually concluded on November 7th in 2021. And the capsule was added, if we take a good Google search, November 9th, 2021, alongside the PGL Stockholm Champions update, which is pretty interesting. But Valve was a little lazy with Stockholm 2021. I would say they've been a little more on top with the 2022 major for Antwerp, even though it has pretty much the exact same stickers, exact same coin, and of course the team graffitis, pretty much the exact same. And of course, what to expect in the Champions autograph capsule? Well, pretty much just the Champions autographs, which this is going to be pretty interesting. Are we going to see them with different effects, or are we just going to see those specific players obviously in their own capsule? Is that going to devalue and pretty much make autographs for Navi and FaZe Clan worthless? Like all these stickers that are for the glitter ones for the Legends capsule, right? Or even the paper ones, the paper, the hollow, even something like the glitter, worthless and just meaningless because they're going to be, you know, in their own capsule specifically. In my opinion, probably yes. I think that's going to really devalue this. But at the same time, it's also going to make it harder to make profit on this capsule. But the stuff that's going to be in this capsule might be underbought. So this could be something people could keep in mind in the future. And that brings us to the point, when is there going to be a 75% off sale? Well, if we take a look back at Stockholm being our reference, which I would say is a pretty good reference, but I would take it with a grain of salt. I would personally cut the time in half of what we received it in. But at the same time, this versus the Champions update is a little different, and here's why. So the reason I think a 75% off sale is still going to be probably a month away at the very most, and probably 3 to 3.5 weeks at the very least. The reasoning of this is obviously they're going to release this Champions autograph capsule in the next day or two of watching this video, and they're going to want you to kind of think that you have to buy these now. They're eventually going to end the update, and the major's over, so they're going to be like, okay, you have to buy it. And they're going to milk the absolute crap out of these capsules specifically. The exact same thing they did with Antwerp. So that's something I would expect personally. That's something that Valve would do. They're doing the exact same thing by releasing the exact same stickers, and it's something they've done every single year. They have a very brief period for around 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. It depends on the major and how good these stickers do, that they'll keep them on before the 75% off sale. You take a look at RMR, that sale lasted forever until we got the sale. And then when we got the sale, and the same thing goes with this, I think depending on how it goes, Valve usually pulls the plug on a major sale, depending on how it goes sales wise for them. So if these sticker sales are really successful and there's not really any event plans or a new case planned or any operations planned in the near future, we could see these capsules specifically on the store for 2+ months. I think that's a very big possibility. A very big talking point we had at the end of Stockholm was how long these were going to stay on the store for, with no events beside Dreams and Nightmares planned. And that wasn't even an event, it was a case based by the community, which the case was a nightmare more than the actual themed inside of it. There was a very big possibility at the time these capsules and these stickers were going to be on the Steam store for up to 6 months possibly. That was a talking point I read at one point, so I made a video out of it. And a lot of people seem to agree with that. And I think this could be a possibility with this major or one of these majors in the next few years, which could be interesting to see. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that specifically. Now, what are my opinions on the souvenir packages? Now, they're pretty much the exact same as Stockholm 2021, but we flipped a switch and we finally got our answers, and they're essentially that they're pointless. They're meaningless. There was a very brief moment in time with Stockholm 2021, if you guys can remember, where we saw Mirage souvenir packages and Dust 2 souvenir packages, because they had the most popular skins in them, rise like absolutely crazy on the Steam market. You had to buy the pass, and of course you had to wait a week before you could list them on the Steam market, and that's what caused these things to go 3 to 5 to 10 times at one point of what they were on the actual CSGO Antwerp stock. And without there being signatures on these weapons this year, I really find them meaningless, you know, with even more crappy stickers in my personal opinion than the year prior, with most of them logos being 10% smaller than the year prior. I mean, realistically, with all the souvenirs the exact same, why are you going to go with 2022 souvenir packages in the future instead of 2021 when the stickers look better and they're bigger on top of that, you know? So could we see 2021 souvenir packages rise? I think so personally over 2022, but only time will tell. Now, Stockholm's been a very large talking point in 2021 at the very end, and of course, all of 2022. I would say this has been a very successful investment for many people buying in after the fact that these capsules have risen so much, and then there's some who buy into the capsules during the 75% off sale. And well, for people who are wanting to do this, just know that there's a pretty big risk that they could take a little longer to make your money on. I myself am thinking they're going to be pretty successful in the future, hence why I'm invested in this personally. I just think the logos look better with teams that are exclusive for this capsule and this major specifically. I don't really see them leaving or going down, at least from what they are right now. Maybe besides the 75% off sale for the Antwerp major, which that's going to be the best time to buy the Antwerp major stickers, and of course the challengers, and of course the Stockholm 2021 stickers, and of course capsules for each year. And patches, like I said earlier, they have a niche market. I wouldn't go heavily into them, if at all. Buy a couple here and there, but besides that, wouldn't really heavily rely on that specifically. And for Antwerp major investing, I would mostly go with the capsules the least amount of quantity you're on, but also the ones that are going to be unexpected. One thing we saw with Stockholm 2021 was the Legends capsule was heavily invested in, just like every other year, because they had the most successful teams. Little did people know, people really like the stickers on the other capsules, which not a lot of people's eyes were on, which this year it was the Challengers capsule. So that's something I think people should keep their eye on. Since there is 2 of each option this year, there's a lot of different investing opportunities for these capsules at the same time, which I am probably just going to buy a few of each, couple hundred probably, instead of the regular 500 to 1,000 of each, which I usually just keep in a storage unit for years on end. And with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys will be buying for the Antwerp major sale. Will you be going into Stockholm? Will you be going into the Antwerp major? Or will you be doing a little bit of both, buying and selling? I personally will be doing a little bit of both, and possibly selling off some things if they go up in price insanely in a very short period of time. Have a good day, guys. I'm out. Peace.